Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wandering Village, where we find ourselves deep in the Rolette Desert, where we just had to encourage New, our Ombu, to race as fast as she could to get across the scorching sands that were actually so hot. I can only imagine they must have been practically like lava, because they were causing damage to her for the first time. She was being hurt, and it was so distressing for all of Katori village, the villagers who live out their lives on her back. Everybody wanted her to be able to be safe. We immediately cured her as soon as we were able to. And you know what? I think from that incident, we can definitely say that some of the villagers would want to go ahead and volunteer as potential herbalists so that we could really see the fields just overflow with herbs in case we needed to heal our precious Ambunu in the future. But that was chaos, guys, because I did not expect her to get damaged. I felt so bad for her. We did end up healing her up, and I really love just the lore that we are starting to build for Katori Village, because we have actually named the desert that we had to run across with these scorching sands after one of you guys. So yeah, you guys may be going like, what the heck are you talking about, Seri? What's the Rolette Desert? The Rolette Desert is named after Isla Rolette, who the random comment generator plucked out of the random comments, because we were starting to build up the lore and the history of the epic of Katori Village and newer Ombu's adventures, based off of like the random comments that you guys leave, which I think is pretty cool. Ooh, also we have another expedition party we can go ahead and send out. And all right, so now that we have gone ahead and we have recovered, I think it's definitely time to feed our precious New, which means like loading the trebuchet, which I actually haven't watched happen for a long time. So let's actually tuck in and see how this actually works out, because I want to see if you can see it go pink and like send that giant ball of mushrooms. It's like a gigantic mushroom boulder that they just yeet up to her as a nice snack. So I want to see if we can actually see that happen. But I've had so much fun coming up with some of the lore that we're going to have behind Katori Village. Like the Rolette Desert, I wrote down in my notes, because apparently I was feeling really inspired last time. The Rolette Desert, once famed for the famous rolling herds of giant armadillos who roamed across the land. Did that actually happen in the Wandering Village? No. Can you go ahead and add a little bit of imagination elbow grease in there so you have your fun immersive roleplay? Yes. Also, oh, what's going on? Ooh. Oh, you can actually see it happen. Okay, that was very exciting. That was very exciting indeed. And now she's had some food. Also, we're about to have to go through a heat wave, which sucks, but there's no way to escape that. And we are coming up on another decision on where we need to send and guide our wonderful Ambu New along the different trails. And so on the one hand, we can send her south to the scorching sands. That is definitely what hurt her, and it looks like that would send us straight into a new mountain range. And we know now that a lot of the mountain ranges contain tons of the extra toxins. Oh, she wagged her little tail. Oh, we love you too. Here, we're gonna go ahead and have like the day of celebration. I like to imagine that on like their holy day is the day where we go ahead and we pet her so that we can build up the trust with her. And I think that the elders of the village, okay, we'll send another scouting party out. But I think the elders of the village right now would actually be trying to figure out like where we should go on the crossroads, and a little frustrated because we can't really see that far. So Elder Jack and Elder David have actually been visiting with all of the new villagers that we have been able to add in. 3 idle villagers! All right, hang on, that's pretty important too. 3 idle villagers, you say? Not for long, I say. Also, we need to go ahead and switch from making beet soup. Can I get more farmers like over here for these tomatoes? Oh, the tomatoes, they won't grow in this climate. Gosh darn. And the beets won't grow in this climate either. 0% growth? Ah. What will grow? Fine. Some corn? Alright, fine. Corn will grow. Alright, if we've got a lot of food, and if we have 3 idle people, I'm actually going to have them be harvesters. Where is my... Okay, I'm gonna get another harvester over here. And then I'm going to reopen my carpenter and get 2 carpenters going. Huh, actually, maybe I need another stone cutter as well. And I'm gonna get another stone cutter going because we're going to be upgrading to the fancy cottages as soon as we manage to get more iron. So we'll have to talk about that in just a second too. But anyway, what I was trying to indicate is the idea that Elder Jack and Elder David have been visiting with all of the new villagers that we have picked up lately and trying to learn more about what they know about the lay of the land and Rolette Desert. And they are currently researching all of that with the scout tower, which I am so excited to be able to build at some point. However, I just realized it needs freaking iron. Oh, we're so far from being able to have the iron furnace and forges iron out of iron ore. And how are we supposed to get iron ore? Wait a second. Like, where's the iron ore from? Oh no, this is going to be more complicated than I thought. Okay, hang on. So deep quarry, but that would produce stone and hurt our ombu. I don't want that. So where does the iron ore come from? Produces stone. Can you only find iron ore when you're out in the world? There's iron. Oh man. Oh my gosh. All right. We have to consult the Elder's Notebook. Oh my gosh. I never noticed that the help book is called the Elder's Notebook before. That works out so well for our ombu. Let's see, and oh, there's even a backstory over here. Ombu were believed to have gone extinct long ago, and nothing but old tales of them remained. This particular individual must have been asleep in the ground for hundreds of years. Maybe it awoke from its long slumber because the toxins keep seeping further and further into the earth. Ancient documents indicate that ombu usually draw their nutrients from the ground, so I wonder if it can sustain itself out here. Seems like we need to take care of each other from now on. That's so cute. Also population level. Heck. So, yeah, now I think we have gotten big enough that people are going to, like, demand being a village instead of just, like, a camp or a settlement. We'll have to see. There's going to be more biomes added in the future, by the way. I know there's a water biome, and I forget what the other one is, but there is quite a bit that's actually going to be included. Let's see, iron ore can be refined into, obtained from scavenging. That's it? Oh, we're gonna have so many fights about who gets to, oh, there's a shrine here. I didn't even notice there's a freaking shrine here. We're gonna end up having so many fights about who gets the iron. That's wild. Wait, no, we've got a ton of iron ore. So we've been collecting hundreds of bits of iron ore this whole time. I really need to pay closer attention to things. Oh, what the heck? All right, clearly the villagers were just getting a little bit excited about all of this. Also, we're getting closer to the crossroads. I'm pretty sure north is where we're going to want to go. There's a quarry. There's also a nice sleeping spot where we could go ahead and let her get some rest. And the only thing to the south seems to be scorching sands and like a terrifying mountain. So let's encourage her to go north as we get a little bit closer. All right, we have to get through this scorching sands day. Where'd all my wheat is decomposing? Dang it. All right, let's put down some corn for a little bit because all the things that they're planting are just immediately decomposing. And if we put down the corn, I think that will survive for a little while. Heck. And then we have our 2 doctors. And I think we only need 1 doctor for now. And let's have another herbalist join, because I really want to see all of these spots filled up. Do we have enough carriers? Okay. Who is idle? Because I am more than happy to find a job for you to do. All right, our group is back. Let's go ahead and send them to the dunes. We have plenty of sand to turn into glass. Yeah, we're gonna be okay. I can't believe, I think the elders were just confused about what on earth does it mean to be able to have, what does it mean to be able to have the iron ore and the forge. I think they had to make sense of that. All right, are you just standing around? Builder Rebecca! Okay, so we don't have anything the builders need to do at the moment, unless total housing exceeds total population. I think maybe we can start replacing some of the huts. Yeah, let's start replacing some of the tents with new huts. And then after that is done, because if we have 70 housing right now and this tent provides 2, then we can get rid of these 2 tents. And even these 3 tents. And maybe reclaim some of those resources and put another adorable little hut right over here. And why not put another little dirt road in right there? Yeah, why not? It's cute. Phew. Okay. Meanwhile, we've got... Ooh, yeah, the air wells are not doing good. Ooh, we're actually getting kind of low on water. Oh my! We're actually much lower on water from the air wells than I thought. I'm glad we built a new water tank. That one's over here. Building a water tank while we're in the desert doesn't appear to be very helpful. We're missing resources for feeding Ambu food. I think we need another mycologist, but we don't have enough workers. I just worry because they never seem to have enough. Herbalist Tegan moving to farm. Herbalist Netherhearts is one of our mycologists. They have a hut, but I don't think they actually spend a lot of time in there. Mountain Climber James. Alright, Herbalist Netherhearts. They do have quite a bit of water. I think we should be okay. I'm just kind of like fussing over. Explorer Evie has now switched jobs to being at the feeding trebuchet. And now we have 4 idle villagers. Not for long, my friends, not for long. I will catch those villagers and give them something to do soon. Heck, okay, I think we're actually doing all right, except I'm beginning to think maybe being here in the desert might be a little bit of a problem. All right, who is idle? Focus on idle worker. Oh, is it everybody over here? The harvesters? Ooh, okay. Well, if you guys need a couple more trees and maybe some more rocks to tend to, I'm going to go ahead and let them work on a few of those. And I might switch them over to being general workers sooner than later. All right. Scavenging party has returned with sand. Yeah, I think the elders are getting excited. All right, I'm going to send them out for more sand, even though we're sending our expedition party really far away. Look at that! Another poison forest. And spore clouds. Oh, scorching sands and spore clouds going into the mountains. We might be a little bit nervous about our water supply. I'm not gonna lie. However, I think we made the right choice. And I think we should probably work on getting some more water towers. All right. Meanwhile, there's one more idle worker. And Rebecca of our builders is feeling idle. So let's switch the builders over to general workers, and that should take care of it. Excellent. Running our little village quite excellently. We've got a lot of corn. We probably need to go ahead and switch from beet soup to polenta for a little while. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of corn. And we can actually switch over to berry muesli as well, because we do have a lot of berries too. Good, good, good. Are those the elders? Researcher Glarn and Dr. Shauna are actually out and about. Dr. Shauna wants to have more food variety. Well, I'll try to make that happen. Yeah, we can get the polenta. Where's our bread? I think people are just like chowing down on the bread so fast. Do I need to get another bakery? How's our flour supply? I guess actually the bread's not doing the greatest at the moment. And we've actually gone through all of the wheat. Wow! People were hungry! I have some tomatoes, and so we can actually work on making some of our tomatoes. But yeah, now the windmill is actually out of wheat, and I don't think we're going to get any more wheat for a little while. Because unfortunately, yeah, they've just got a little bit of wheat left because unfortunately it's just too hot. Well, maybe now that the heat wave is over, the corn's gonna grow just fine. There we go. Now we can get wheat going again. Yeah, these guys are working on corn. And then can I switch back over to tomatoes? I can. All right. Heck or high water, guys. We're gonna make this happen. And we're gonna make grilled tomatoes up here. Because I should have tomatoes. I have 4 tomatoes. Somewhere out here, we have 19 tomatoes. Who's stealing my tomatoes? Alright, do not take my tomatoes. Because I finally have a chef who can take care of them. Phew, alright. Yeah, our elders are a little busier just with the nitty-gritty of having this growing, thriving village. Which has been doing quite well, I think. Oh yes, and there's another shrine! Oh man. And yeah, actually, this is gonna go deep, deep into the desert. Oh boy. Well, I suppose that the Rolletti Desert, or the Roulette Desert, is going to expand much vaster than I was giving it credit for. How's our housing doing? Still at 70 housing. I think we can continue to celebrate with more huts being built in order to go ahead and have like a bunch of people live happily down here. And we can take down quite a few of the old tents. There we go. And then we have a few more old tents we can clear up and we can make some new neighborhoods and just get everything looking really nice and maybe connected up here and there. We'll see what our general workers think about doing all of that building for us. Excellent. All right. Yeah, harvesters should be harvesting. I probably need to pick a few more trees very carefully. And then, let's see, this tree as well. I'm trying not to take too many of our trees because even though we do need the wood right now, just because it's so beautiful. And we are Katori Village, the village of floating trees. Good, okay, yeah, I think we're actually doing really well. Should we have her go ahead and rest now? She is about 40% sleepy, and I think entering a safe zone would be a good idea, especially while the quarries hidden away in Katori Village are off in the distance. Possibly giving the elders some ideas. There we go. I think she's gonna sleep on her own. Yeah, she was already pretty tired. But I think the elders are very excited, you guys, because they're doing their research on the scout tower right now. But as soon as they're done with the scout tower, we're going to actually shift gears and we're going to see what happens when we get the Iron Forge with this ancient knowledge uncovered from the ruins. Oh my gosh, she's yawning. Uncovered from the ruins of these sands. Yeah, what's gonna happen when we actually manage to get our hands on that? And I'm a little worried about the whole water situation because actually this water tank is completely out of water. Oh boy! Oh! We might actually be in a little bit of trouble, friends. We're gonna have to see how this works out. Yeah, that's gonna be a little interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, alright guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I know we've kind of just been wandering through the desert, but today I like to imagine that the elders have been very excited about the rumors of iron ore. Aha! And let's actually send more expedition parties out. And I think everyone is relieved because we can see in the distance that if we had indeed gone south, then you can see the spore clouds and the poison forest in that looming mountain range in the distance. But that does leave us at the mercy of the open desert with no end in sight. Ooh, so I'm really hoping we're on day 79 now. Yes. I'm really hoping we'll be able to get out of the desert, and I'm really regretting not building more water towers. I got a little bit sassy about having so much water. We will correct that in the future. If you guys could, do please leave a like for our wonderful, wonderful new who has guided us so far through the world. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.